is there a question you're trying to answer as you move through life?
Gosh, there are so many questions I'm trying to answer as I go through life. I think if I consider what the sort of biggest question for me personally is, it's around freedom. It's around how to be free, how to fully embody whatever I came to express through this form, or whatever the formless came to express through this form. So for me, yeah, sometimes I think freedom is a value, or it's, I guess, I don't want to say it's a concept, but it's more just how do we get out of the conditioning, out of the narrative of whatever we're told or we come to believe for whatever reason that this life is supposed to be about. So for me, it's freeing myself, but freeing myself to be the fullest expression that I can be, or that I can experience. Let's put it that way. That's it.
And can you describe kind of what that exploration of even the sense of freedom, or what you're kind of alluding to here with the use of the word freedom?
Well, what I noticed for me personally is that I got to a point in my life where everything felt kind of scripted. You know, I was living the life that everyone thinks, or at least I think a lot of people might think that they want to live, you know, with the accolades and the awards and the family and the job title and jet setting all around and the money and all the things. But I just was miserable. I used to say that I was miserably successful. And it was kind of like what I didn't really get at that point. It was like all these things that I had been told that once I had this thing, or once I accomplished this thing, I would be happy. But I got to this point where every single corner that I turned in pursuit of that so-called happiness felt really empty. Ultimately, there was a momentary rush or a momentary excitement about having reached something, and then it just vanished. And so I felt, and not only that, I think it went so much deeper. Like there was so much in me or so much conditioning in me, or I don't know if I can call it programming, but it was like this need to prove something, this need to get somewhere. Like where I was never where it was. And so it really kind of deepened what I think was actually a lifelong pursuit in search of freedom or truth. But I didn't know that I was searching for that at that time. That became more apparent as I did deepen that search. But it was definitely this sort of never there feeling.